Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 on Nyxus Gaming. We're here on this random raised highway bit. In the last episode we met the railroad and we didn't meet all the railroad, mainly just two characters, Desdemona and Deacon. And Deacon here had a mission for us to retake the old railroad base. And to do that we need to talk to this guy here who I guess has some information about it. I don't know, let's talk to him.
Hey. Oh, thank God. You have a Geiger counter? Do you have a goddamn Geiger counter?
Yes, I remember. It is in the shop, right?
Mine is in the shop.
Who the hell is he? HQ said they were sending one agent, not two.
Sorry, I'm new. He's just shown me the ropes.
All right. The wall is my witness. I thought I was dead. It's about goddamn time you headquarters bastards got here.
Tell me what's going on.
I signed on for some light recon, but that little Slocum's Joe of yours is crawling with goddamn chrome dome synth sons of bitches. The front's fortified to hell and back. They place mines all over the goddamn place.
What do you mean by chrome dome synths?
You know, them early model synths. Looks like metal wrapped over mechanical innards. You see them here and there doing who knows what for the Institute.
They have a minefield?
Yeah, the mother of all minefields. I couldn't draw you a map if I tried.
I appreciate all you've done.
I hope it helps. I really do. As soon as it's safe, I'm getting the hell out of here. So if you need anything else, better ask soon.
Alright, so we have a bunch of synths and a bunch of mines that we gotta deal with. Gonna take his Radex, because I want it. Alright, Deacon, what's the plan here?
Well, isn't Ricky just a ray of sunshine? You think he's telling the truth?
I mean, I don't see why not. You're the one that lied to him.
Speaking of truth, why did you lie to Ricky?
My job in the railroad is intel. That job's easier if no one knows who I am. So, I lied. I do that. So you handled the talky talk and I got to watch from the sidelines. Go team us.
Why would Ricky lie?
People always got reasons to lie. The Institute could have turned him. Or, more likely, he's just seriously pissed off at us. Take your pick.
I think he's being honest.
He doesn't strike me as the dishonest type.
Yeah, that's my read too. First rule in this business is never go against your gut. So, if we take him at his word, the front door has mines, synths, and probably other fun and exciting prizes. So, we're going in through the escape tunnel.
The donut shop has an escape tunnel?
What? Doesn't everyone have an escape tunnel? Seriously though, thank God for that tunnel. If it weren't for that, there wouldn't be any railroad left.
Alright, we'll agree. Let's take the tunnel.
The tunnel has got to be easier than a frontal assault.
Easier, but no cakewalk. You lead us there, pal. I got you covered.
Why am I leading if you're the one that knows... If you're the one that knows where the tunnel is? Also, there are explosions happening. Which is great, right? How did I get up here? I think there was a bus or something that I climbed up over here. Somewhere, maybe? Maybe a little bit further down this way. Yeah. If all else fails, just follow the dead bodies backwards, and you'll find your way out. Okay, yep, right down here. Alright, that has taken us a little bit farther away from the base, but we're fine. We're still within 100 meters. Okay, so I think the minefield is in front of the donut shop. So if we're taking the escape tunnel, we probably shouldn't have to deal with it, right? That makes sense to me. Got crows flying around. If you've played the game up to a certain point, you know about those crows. That means someone's watching us. Okay, through here, I guess. Through the sewer. Lovely.
We're in. The back entrance is safer, but be ready for Gen 1s and 2s. So it's time you learn why we're here. We're retrieving a prototype developed by our good Dr. Carrington.
Who's Dr. Carrington?
All goes well, you'll meet him soon enough.
What can you tell me about the Gen 1s and 2s?
The synths didn't start off as nigh-perfect copies of human beings. The Institute had to work up to that level of hubris. Gen 1s and 2s were stepping stones along the way. The Railroad's not fully united on how we feel about them.
What's there to be divided about?
Everyone wants to liberate the Gen 3s, the human-looking synths. Some of the synths in the Railroad, like Glory, think we should help earlier models too. But Gen 1s are basically the same as, well, a Protectron. So the line gets muddy. Do we defend AI rights? Terminals? Hell, turrets? Anytime it gets brought up, fireworks. All the old arguments flare up. The upshot is Glory and some others won't run missions like this.
Yeah, sure, we'll demand answers.
I'm risking my neck here. I want to know what I'm risking it for.
So I'll be straight with you, although you're not gonna like it. I have no idea what the prototype does. Us Railroad agents are treated like mushrooms, kept in the dark and fed, well, you get the idea. It's gotta be important, though. Des wouldn't risk our hides lightly.
Okay, well, I guess if you don't know,
Let's
there's
find a
not much we
prototype
can do then.
Together with you, I like our odds. First step is to override the security lockdown.
Gotta override the security lockdown. You get that, Hancock? Oh, I'm already in caution. That means there are some enemies nearby.
Overactive sensors. Nothing more.
Yep, I hear the sense. Oh my god, a master lock? I can actually do this. I think the idea is Deacon does it for you, but I can do it. I'm just gonna guess. There we go. Open that door.
You got a big way with machines.
I'm pretty sure, like, you're not expected to be able to hack master terminals at this point, and if you fail that, Deacon will do it for you. I'm doing this very
Someone
late
left
in
a
the
rail
game.
sign here. This one means danger. Yeah, we know. You poor dead bastard. We know.
Oh, that one means danger with the X in it? Okay. Right in front of a turret, okay. We ought to be seeing some synths. I missed.
There you are.
There we go.
Hey,
Alright, let's start working our way down. That's another destroyed turret over there. And we got rad roaches.
Now it gets fun. Some jet after that.
I think they put that there just to alert the other synths that you're here. Maven. I don't know who Maven is.
Sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Was the other body up here named? Yeah, Maven and Roger. Roger. Alright, let's just keep pushing through.
wait. See the box in the center of that rail sign? That means there's a cache nearby. Looks like Maven managed to hide something before it... Well, you know. Look around.
Okay. So there's a hidden loot cache right here, I would assume. Cool. These are kind of like the shadow marks if you've played Skyrim. Except to me, they're a lot easier to remember. X means danger, box means loot. Arrow means go this way, that kind of thing. Definitely a lot easier to understand.
Tinker managed to turn on the defenses. Barely slowed the coursers down. Hey, probably saved some lives.
Trying to kneecap this one. Oh, Hancock's got it. Cool. Miss Boom. Miss Boom probably went boom. Okay, they're having a party down here. I should probably help out.
That it?
But they're top of the line in Institute. Let's fuck up your day tech. There shouldn't be any coursers in here, but if there are, just run.
No, we'll be dealing with a courser soon in the main quest line. You deal with one after you go to the glowing sea, and That's the point we're at with the main quest line. Coursers are fun. They're not too bad. You can also get one as a companion. This is Francis Odell, by the way. Yeah, the Institute companion is a courser. And we'll deal with him when we get to that point. He's one of the hardest companions to actually keep after the main quest line. Because, like, 3 out of 4 endings, you literally destroy the Institute and you end up ticking him off,
Another active terminal. We didn't have time to trip the defenses up ahead. Power them up, and we can give our friends a little surprise.
Okay, sounds like a plan to me.
Hey.
Turret control. I actually get to use turrets against the enemy? Mr. Mathers.
You hear something?
Well, that turret didn't last long at all.
I have found something present.
Handled yourself pretty well, brother.
Okay. I feel like I'm doing very good with the gunplay this time around.
No enemy
We got Kelly K. Getting a lot of quick scopes in. Is that what the kids call that? Okay, let's just keep pushing through here. We aren't at the place we're supposed to be yet. We're still in the escape tunnel. I think we're just about there, though. I think it's just beyond this point. Let's see. Faces. Not vault, or raise, or floor, or happy. Could be Scott. It's not crass. It's not slates. It's not gives. Could it be close? Could be close. Nice. It is close, yes. Okay, is this a window? Nope, that is an open surface. Here they come. Open the door. Get out from behind the door. Oh, there's a few of them. Guys, get out of the way so I can actually help shoot.
Bye-bye, Gen 1s. Prepare to be shocked. Not every Slocum's Joe has a massive tunnel complex underneath it. We're entering a secret.
Both of them were talking at the same time, kind of hard to hear.
A place that never officially existed. It's called the Switchboard. The prototype is locked up in the heart of the facility.
Okay, we're in the switchboard. What were you saying, Hancock?
You look like you could use a little pick-me-up.
And nothing important. Okay. Is this a fusion core?
Excellent.
It is. Alright, I need to start paying attention to my loot around here, too. It shows another fusion core here. So there are 2 in this area total. This isn't a marked location, but it is still a somewhat important location that has some important loot in it. There is a magazine somewhere in here. Songbird, Rip Songbird. This really was a railroad massacre, I guess. We're just seeing dead bodies everywhere. Terminal, please. I can't. There we go. Okay. Slocum Joe's weekly update. Cover briefing time, boys and girls. Numbers are in for September 38. Number 38 had a busy month. Traffic was up 18% despite reducing cleaning in half. We're a go for the General's Operation Rotten Egg, so hold your breath getting to the elevator. If anyone mentions Buzz Bites, play dumb. Raspberry and cream filled were the hot items of the week. The mayor dropped by to press some flesh on Thursday. Press some flesh. If friends and family ask, you were downstairs... Sorry, itch in the throat. If friends and family ask, you were downstairs in the shipping department and missed it. Saturday had a freak thunderstorm that blew out one of the transformers. Whole block was without power for 4 hours, from 900 to 1300. Those on shift have been briefed, but what everyone would know is shipping was locked inside for the duration, had a donut party. Remember, deflect, deflect, deflect. The fewer details you give, the less likely you are to be tripped up. Confidential, do not disseminate confidential. Kindu Kush. We need everything you can get from Unknown Broadcast TPN03, Hum INT, SIG INT, anything. I cannot stress the importance enough. Daily updates. The second you have anything actionable, run it over to Databank. Halloween Bash. After our shift, we're hitting Antoine's for a genuine Halloween party. Costumes and everything. Civvies will be in attendance, including someone Kate says you'll like. Guaranteed not to be a honeypot. You need to get out. This is a tough assignment for all of us, so don't let those data losers get you down. Yeah, so this was an old government facility just hidden under a Slocum Joe's, which is a donut shop. So there's going to be like a lot of official government stuff around here. And I'm guessing, I mean, obviously the other relevance is that it was a railroad base. But like both the railroad base info and the pre-government stuff is probably important to the Institute, which is why they're here. We got the magazine here, U.S. Covert Operations Manual. More difficult to detect while sneaking.
That one any good?
And we got a central terminal here. Negotiate. Deserters. DEFCON status 2077 when the bombs drops. USAF has eyes on squadron of airplanes, possibly Chinese at high altitude off Bering Strait. Compact FLT reports 3 USOs off California coast. JCS advise. Unidentified something object something. I don't know what these abbreviations are. IONS reports 4 probable launches, DEFCON 2. NORAD confirms birds in air, DEFCON 1. Authenticated order, response scenario MXCN91. Repeat, MXCN91. Pennsylvania, New York, confirmed strike. I believe that was the first confirmed strike on U.S. grounds in the entire war. And then they go offline. Maybe they were the second confirmed strike, which is why they went offline immediately after the first one? Maybe. Alright, let's check this terminal. Pendleton. Outsiders. Currently, nothing. We got this. Dud removed. Any more dud removals? Any tries regained? That's the real reason I do this, just so I can guess more. I'm actually not seeing any others. There's one. There's another. Here's one. No try resets. Unless I missed one somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. Did I get this one? I did. Okay, well, we'll just reset our tries like this. Automated. First try. Optical tripwire control. Well, deactivate the tripwires. I don't know. I guess this was a tripwire.
Movement detected.
It's on yourself.
Human.
There's more. Oh, they're in other rooms. Let's go ahead and hit this level up. I want to check, since I was just hacking stuff, what's the final thing for this? You never get locked out of a terminal when things go wrong. Okay, that's actually pretty good. We can't get either of those. I think our next order of action is to go ahead and get Cap Collector maxed out. And then once we get Cap Collector maxed out, if we don't have anything else pop up for us, I want to work my way to Local Leader. Local Leader and Science Expert or something, so that I can actually start building some good stuff in the settlements. I'm looking for armor. We'll need that. Maybe gun nut. I have to look into all the stuff we need for settlements to actually build it up, because I'm not really sure, if I'm being honest. But yeah, for now, Cap Collector and Local Leader. I didn't even get that. Here it is. There we go. Still have one more rank of that. I don't know if we'll be able to get it in next level up. I don't know what level it is.
Nothing. Perhaps my sensors need calibration.
Let's see.
You must die.
Bobby pin box. We'll take it. Hancock, out of my way, please. Hey. Oh my god, I just kneecapped the guy right away. That was... Oh, you're safe. I thought you were an enemy. I'm gonna shoot you anyway. I don't care.
Enemy detected. Hostile sensor reading detected.
Alright, that looks like it possibly goes up to where we need to go. Let's head this way first. Anyone in the bathroom? There's an enemy over here.
It would appear you're able at stealth.
That guy kind of scared me a little bit, even though I knew someone was in here. Take some jet. I'm not trying to pickpocket you, Deacon. You're just in my way. I'm still in danger. I think those other enemies heard me and are possibly on their way.
Fascinating.
Are these the lootable mirrors? They are, but they don't have loot in them. I always forget you can loot mirrors in this game.
I am no longer detecting an enemy presence.
Okay, come on. Almost there. There we go.
That's it.
Got a little supply closet. Couple of good things in there. I think that's about it, though. Now I just need to get out of this room and continue forward. Okay, they were definitely, like, further down this hallway. Maybe down this way.
Is someone present?
Enemy may be utilizing stealth. How interesting. Engaging.
We'll bury ya! There you are! Of your own graves.
Okay. This room looks important. It has a steamer trunk in it. There's the prototype right there. Looks like we're pretty much at the end. Got a bottle cap mine. These hazmat suits are listed as important loot.
Open says me.
Deacon knows the password, thankfully. Oh my god, that is a heavily locked door. Hello? Tommy Whispers. Maybe he should have yelled.
So Tommy Whispers didn't make it out. He died protecting our secrets. Let me see. There. Tommy would want you to have his hand cannon. Don't let its size fool you.
Overactive sensor.
What's so special about the gun?
Tinker Tom restored it. You'll meet him later. It's cutting-edge old-world tech. It's powerful and, more importantly, quiet. You'll never find another weapon like it.
The Deliverer uses 10mm, does 51 damage. Okay, it has a suppressor on it. Improved VATS hits chance, less action point cost. I mean, we'll take it.
Grab Carrington's prototype. You turn that over to Desdemona, and she'll have to let you into our merry band.
What do our guns do? That was 51 damage. This is 117. This is 124. Yeah, no, I'm not using the Deliverer.
Movement detected.
I'm not. There's a mini nuke. There's a stealth boy. And there's the prototype.
There's an elevator
And there's
at the end
another
of the
stealth
hall.
boy.
It should be a hell of a lot easier fighting the chrome domes on this side of the minefield.
The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs
I mean, I
adjustment.
would like to fight them, though. I want to get everything here, so we're gonna fight them. The elevator is up that way. What's in here? I can't get in there. Probably gotta unlock it with this terminal, maybe? Or the other terminal in this room. Top Secret Switchboard Research, Section 1091-1092 report. The PAM Initiative, PAM, is already bearing fruit. Foreign operatives report that the corrective measures employed in the Taiwan Strait region have already greatly stabilized matters after the Pascal incident. The first few iterations of PAM's core code have increased the effectiveness of the program dramatically, but without drastic action, we're approaching a point of diminishing returns. The team asks for double the funding for the upcoming fiscal year. With additional cutting-edge databanks, we can boost the processing power of PAM threefold. Additionally, the PAM initiative needs to be fully tapped into all military and civilian agency intelligence apparatus. The combination of these two spends should give us a decided edge against the Chinese. Save transcripts, 2067, June 19th. PAM runs the USSR China attack scenario. Processing. Query. What goal does entity chairman seek in this hypothetical set of facts? Conquest. Run program. Your answer does not logically follow. An ideal nuclear strike, first strike scenario would still leave 59% of the American nuclear stockpile free for retaliation. Pause it. You cannot conquer what is destroyed. PAM Chairman Chang isn't always logical. He won't always make logical decisions. We've been over this. Warning, human variability results in a highly flawed statistical model. PAM, run the program. Warning, warning, emergency shutdown. Damn it, we've lost her. Power her down. Did we get crash logs on that? 2075, December 17th. Could you repeat for the General what you just told me? Posit, Chinese stealth technology far outstrips our own capabilities. Posit, the Chinese intelligence apparatus is sufficient enough to conceal large-scale research operations from American operatives. Conclusion, the Chinese have a 91% chance of having conducted large-scale experimentation with stealth tech. Large-scale, what do you mean? What are their capabilities? American projects involving this technology, referred to Stealth Boy, have merely reverse-engineered captured Hey-Guy suits. The underlying science of this technology is unknown, so the theoretical limits are also unknown. However, the so-called Ghost Fleet that Station A31 and B19 reported in November may indicate that testing has already commenced with submersible vessels. Dear God, you think they have stealth subs? A second-order approximation is inconclusive. Explanation, the logic chain of these assumptions have too much variability. Further data is required. So you can't even give me a guess. Machine-human interface aborted. Sorry, sir, we're working on some of her glitches. Pam, well, she gets real stubborn when she's doing too much guesswork. Stubborn? She's a machine. Sir, with each new version, well, she's getting quirky. There's no way I'm taking this stealth sub nonsense to the Joint Chiefs unless I have proof. It's goddamn ludicrous to think the Chinese have been working on something this big and we've heard nothing. Virtually no actionable intelligence has come out of the Shaanxi province for 3.1 years. However, the province reports a spike in the imports of complex polymers and other key synthetic compounds. The quantity in question is consistent with stealth technology research on the macro scale. Until you can give me something concrete, I don't want to hear another goddamn word about this. 2077, January 28th, 9 months before the bombs dropped. There it is. Go ahead, unplug the cables. She's clear. What's the data integrity at? Can't tell until we boot her up. Initiating machine-human interface. Jesus, she's working. The numbers are looking good. Commencing analysis of this geographical point in space. She's actually in there. I can't believe we're doing this. After what she pulled off in July, I hear she may be sent over to the White House. Assessment complete. Greetings, Dr. May and Dr. Ramarajan. The interface is really coming along. When she runs it, have you seen how many cycles Malcolm is using for it? Pam, perform primary function. DEFCON is currently at 3. The odds of the alert state increasing this month are 12%. In order to increase global stability, a diverse set of detailed strategies must be adopted. I'll let the General know that Pam's mobile. Pam is a robot.
A lot of learning went into putting together a place like this.
Pam is a robot that actually still exists at this time in the games, and we will meet her maybe this episode or next episode. It'll definitely be one of these two, depending on how long I'm still in this place. Let's hack into this. Wake cells. Could be cells. It's not wins. It's not comes. It's not notes. It's not dared. Could be revel. It is.
Hey, does that play Red Menace? Love that damn game.
I have Red Menace. Bobby Pin Box. Rad X. Med-X. Deacon, you okay over there? Buddy? Does he... Oh, no, now he comes running over here. That was weird. This really wasn't worth getting into, honestly. Let's go kill some more synths. Oh, there's the minefield. There's the minefield. Oh my god. What kind of... Were those cryo mines? I'm surprised I survived that. Let's, take a stim pack and a quick save. My god. I didn't even see where those were.
Hello?
Combat initiated.
Justice is goodbye. He's scared
I
now.
cannot allow attacks.
My sensor critically damaged.
Alright. That couldn't have been the minefield. I think the minefield was supposed to be outside the Slocum Joes. Who's this? Beatrice Bell. Let's power up this elevator. Turret control. Sure. I can't deactivate them. That means I've already destroyed the turrets that were here. Power elevator. Alright, let's get out of here, shall we? Bye, Deacon. He'll pop in a second. Right about now. You're not who I was talking about. Okay, so we're outside, or we're in the Slocum Joes, I guess. There probably are more synths around here. Can I not get under here? There we go. I guess I'll take a single bobby pin. This goes outside. That's a lovely thing to walk out here too. I don't see Deacon. Did Deacon spawn out there and he's already fighting? I think that might be the case. I'm just gonna take my time. Let Deacon deal... Oh, yeah, there he is. I think he's already dealt with it all. We're still getting XP here and there, which means stuff is still dying, so... Okay, I don't know if there's anything of use in this Slocum Joes. There are still a couple of things we gotta go back in for loot-wise. Can I jump up here? Get a look around? No? No, I don't think I can. Actually, jump onto this rail and then up there. Okay. What is that noise? Should I be worried about that noise? I think it's fine. It's probably fine. Where are we exactly? Oh, we're like right here in Lexington. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything super dangerous in Lexington. I'm gonna pause real quick and we'll go find the remaining loot in the switchboard here. And I will come back whenever I find it. BRB. Okay, so the only thing we missed here was actually right next to the elevator to get out. There is a locked room right here that we gotta break into. So close. Maybe that way. There we go.
Got it.
And just sitting here is a fusion core. That is all we missed loot-wise, so we are all good here now. Let's go back to the railroad base and give this prototype to Desdemona. Then she should let us into the main base. And we can probably start there next time with all the loot that we can now get there. If you remember, I wasn't too worried about getting the loot for the Old North Church, where the base is located, because it actually lists all the loot for the railroad base itself. Which means there was a lot of loot we couldn't get at the time. But after doing this quest, we should have access to everything. And a whole cast of quirky new characters to meet and do quests for. We're going to be in this railroad base for a while. Like, I would say probably at least 8 more episodes. Ballpark, probably more than that, honestly. There are a ton of side quests and Radiant quests for us to do here, and a lot of the Radiant quests are multi-part. Like, you have to do 6 or even 8 or 10 of them in a row to get a final reward. I'm looking at my side quest list now. Randolph Safe House, we got to do that 6 times. Jackpot, do that 3 times. Weather Vane, we do that 10 times. To the Mattresses, we can do that 6 times. But I think that one we don't have access to until after the main game, so we won't have to worry about that one at least. But a lot of the other ones we got to do multiple times. And then there are also just quite a few single-time side quests and Radiant quests that we'll need to do, so yeah, we're going to be here for a while. None of the ghouls respawned, did they? I don't think so. I'm just going to run through here. I think there were only 2 ghouls that showed up here in the underground section. And I don't see them, so I should be perfectly fine. Cool. Oh, hey, it's Deacon and Desdemona.
The new guy patched me up, put me on his shoulder, and blasted his way through the rest of the complex. Synths everywhere.
Carrying you the whole time?
Amazing, right?
That's one word for it. Deacon told me you single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
I mean, I did disable the minefield, and I did most of the work in killing the synths. There definitely weren't 100 of them, though.
Every word he said was true, and then some.
If you didn't have the prototype, I'd think you're both lying through your teeth.
See? Just like I said, boss.
I was expecting Deacon to grab a full team, including Glory, to secure that prototype. But instead, just the 2 of you cleared out the entire switchboard.
I mean, Hancock was there too, but forget about him, right?
He's never spoken about, or lied about, anyone so highly before. Welcome to the railroad, Agent.
Why should I join you?
If you're having any doubts, you shouldn't. Not very many of us live to retirement. But if you're like me, that doesn't matter. There are great wrongs that need righting.
Glad to be aboard.
It seems we're very lucky to have you. So you're in. Now we need to know what to call you. Secrecy keeps us alive. Code names are a part of that. So what's yours?
Okay, so we can go with no code name. We got Fixer,
Have
Professor.
any suggestions?
No. It doesn't work like that. Your life, your name, your choice.
Bullseye, Whisper, Charmer.
Let me think.
It's a big decision. Take your time.
Let's just go with no code name. None of those are really scratching my fancy, you know?
I don't want a code name.
Code names aren't optional. All agents need to keep their identities secret to protect themselves and those close to them.
You're really gonna pick one. Pick one for me.
I really don't want to choose.
Suit yourself. We'll call you Wanderer. Seems fitting. Your
That
first
one's
official
actually
order
way
is to
better than
deliver
all the
Dr.
other
Carrington
options.
his prototype and see if he can use another pair of hands. But first, it's time to meet the rest of the gang. The location of our HQ is one of our most...
Oh, and Deacon is available as a companion now.
Be careful coming in or out. You never can tell when you're being watched.
Okay. Completed Tradecraft. I think she's going to take us on a little tour of the facilities now. So let's just follow her for now. Oh, and we already start Boston After Dark. That's actually a side quest, but I was planning on doing that next. Surprisingly. So, cool.
This is it. It may lack the amenities of the switchboard, but it's safe, and we've taken precautions not to be surprised again. Things are chaotic right now, so there's plenty for you to do.
Okay. Plenty for me to do. We need to go talk to Tinker Tom. Is that? Or no, Dr. Carrington. Tinker Tom's another character that we'll get to. Oh, everyone's coming out. It looks like.
Listen up, everyone. This is the Wanderer. He did the switchboard op with Deacon. He's a full agent, effective immediately. I'm counting on each of you to show him the ropes. Feel free to welcome him aboard. That is all. It's not an easy road you've chosen.
So a quick rundown of characters. That's Pam. We just learned about her. We got Dr. Carrington, drummer boy,
Best. You could learn a lot from
and
really walk the freedom trail.
Tinker Tom. I think that's
By
everyone,
yourself.
along with Desdemona and Deacon.
Up there, assuming
Yeah, all the
being
other
watched.
ones are just nameless.
Always.
We'll be getting to know all of them throughout the next many episodes. They all have different side quests for us to do.
Glad you signed on.
Oh yeah, and Glory.
Means I might get to take the occasional night off.
Hancock admires me. We need to talk to Hancock, apparently.
So, seems you know how to hold your own. I'd had my doubts when we first hit the road.
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
I never get many complaints. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened to Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they call neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
You and McDonough knew each other as kids?
Oh yeah. Guy's my brother. Grew up together in a little shack on the waterfront. Guy was the standard big brother. Entitled, punchy, liked to shove rotten potatoes down my shirt and slap my back. But I never thought he'd be capable of something like what they did to those ghouls.
Why did McDonough campaign against the ghouls?
Because he thought he could win. There'd always been a pretty clear divide between the folks living in the stands and those down on the field. I'm not convinced they didn't do it just to improve their view. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
What do you mean you didn't recognize him?
I don't know. Just didn't seem like the guy I grew up with. When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth, thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. But now, I don't know. I don't think I buy it. I've seen him since then, and there's no way they copied him that perfectly. Even got his tight-ass walk. But at the time, I just needed to get the hell away from him.
Him and that whole damn city.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave, but I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were, who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
And that's what we are? Friends?
Well, now that you mention it, I have been having slightly more impure thoughts than usual. Maybe we'll get to act on those. But I guess we should probably head out, huh? After you.
Alrighty, I
When running
don't
synths out of the
think
well,
his affinity is
wastelanders can be a
maxed
bigger
out
problem
yet
than even
because
the
we didn't
Institute.
get the perk
Word
pop
is
up.
Diamond City is under opposition control.
We still might switch him out for Deacon and just ride with Deacon for the railroad quest because I
Glad
feel
you
like
wish.
that just makes the most sense. I do think I want to go ahead and look around for a little bit of the loot that I need to grab around here before the end of the episode. Everything here is free to take now, by the way, because we're part of the railroad and they are the railroad, thus their stuff is now mine. So I'm just going to be walking around looting, looking for what I need,
If you're not injured, please
which
bother
is
someone.
a decent amount of stuff around here. This leads down to
Would it
Pam's
kill them to
area.
let me know mission specs before the dead drop? Just once?
I don't see any other loot around here.
When I approach his probability.
Oh, is that the... Yep, that's the magazine. Astoundingly Awesome Tales. 5% damage with the Cryolator, which we just got a couple episodes ago. That's
All
nice.
blue, huh? Not a bad look.
Still looking around, though. There's quite a few things that we
Here's
got to
the back
grab
entrance.
here.
Too much traffic through the church and we'll burn this out.
This, I think, actually leads outside to the Commonwealth, the escape tunnel. And that's the main way we'll be getting in and out. We have a fast travel here now. We don't have to go through the church, which is very nice in case those ghouls ever do
Bet you
respawn.
never met a synth before Glory.
Not a problem
Well,
for
good
us.
family doesn't find
We're a
it.
colorful and arguably insane
Let's see.
bunch.
Let's see.
stuck.
Anything? This chalkboard here is actually all of the railroad signs. A plus is ally. The arrow points you. House is a safe house. Cache is a box. Danger is X. And the raindrop is a dead drop. Pretty simple enough. All their code names for safe houses. We'll be looking into Ticonderoga, Augusta, and Randolph throughout these side quests. There's also Mercer's safe houses, which Mercer isn't listed here. And agents. Tommy W is no longer an agent, but we got Glory, Deacon, and I should be there, the Wanderer. Take a Nuka Cherry there. Should be 2 Nuka Quantums around
You
here
from
as
one of those
well.
vaults? You got too many teeth to be a scaver.
Let's see. Not seeing, this lab scale, actually. For some reason, it is listed as unique loot. I don't think I've ever seen it in any other part of the game, so that might be why. This might be the only place you can get it. We'll take it because it's listed as unique loot. I don't know what all that is. We've got a little training area here. Stuff to shoot. And I think that's just about everything. There's a fusion core, another Nuka Cherry, and some mole rat teeth somewhere for us to grab. I didn't see a second Nuka Cherry. I don't even know what the mole rat teeth would look like. And I don't think I saw a fusion core anywhere.
Every synth that makes it
Working
out.
with compartments.
So I think for now we'll just leave it there. I'll look for this stuff in between episodes.
Got a lot of
And we'll come back and we'll start with grabbing that stuff. So thank you all for watching.
If you'll excuse me,
And I'll see you next time for more railroad stuff. Bye-bye.